In John 13:34, Jesus says, "So now I'm giving you a new commandment. Love one another, just as I have loved you. You should love each other. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples." We quote that a lot. I've heard it a lot. But what does it really mean? See, here's the problem. You can be loving and yet not doing what God is asking you to do. What does that mean? Well, I could be giving my money to feed the poor, to help the destitute, to doing all sorts of things, and yet be a mean, cantankerous old man. In other words, I'm not loving like Jesus loved his disciples. I'm not loving like Jesus called me to love. The problem with love is that we often think it's about something I do as opposed to a lifestyle. And I believe that what Jesus was referring to was a lifestyle, not something I did on Sundays or Mondays or sometime during the week. It wasn't something that I did for an hour a day. It was something I did every day, every part of my life, my speech, my behavior, my attitudes, everything. Here's the reality. I know that I can be cantankerous sometimes. If you're not sure, ask my wife. She'll tell you. Ask my children. I can be a grump. In other words, I'm not always loving. I'm annoyed. People bug me. Well, that's not what Jesus is calling us to be. What Jesus is calling us to be is to be tolerant and loving and, well, just a lot of things. Now, I know there were times that Jesus confronted things. And I get that. But that's not what he's saying here. He's saying, love as I've loved, live as I've lived, lead others as I've led others, and leave behind what I'm going to leave behind. How you doing in that regard? That's the question I want you to be thinking about today. Could you be accused of a person who's loving towards others? Doesn't mean that you condone everything. You may talk about it. You may confront it. But loving is not an act. It's not something we do. It's something we live. I want you to think about that today. Where are you on that spectrum of love? Hey, until next time, God bless.